And welcome to another edition of Hardmic, and it's chaotic. We've had a brawl out here. We're still trying to get that sorted, but there's no telling what's going
Listen,
to
Lions.
happen
Hey,
tonight.
man, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I got an issue with DOW. Like, we're supposed to have this match. Where I know you guys are here. Townsend, right? Richie,
Oh,
Tora. Nothing to say right now.
I'm here, man. I'm here. Now, let me tell you something.
What was that, dude?
Well, what do you mean, what was that? You're the one getting stars on fire on our business. I think I made it pretty goddamn clear I only have a problem with you.
And I think I made it pretty goddamn clear that tonight that 3-on-1 that doesn't stand in my end. I'm not watching that.
And I think I should make it pretty damn clear that I make the rules around here, you bunch of buffoons! What the hell are you doing? We were meant to have a main event here tonight, a great main event, but no, you couldn't keep your hands to yourself. You felt like touching each other all around the arena, huh? Do you feel good about yourselves? Because you ruined it for the great people of Oklahoma City! Oh, sorry, yeah, they're not here. I'm sorry.
There's no cheap pop. Fuck Oklahoma.
Okay, listen, Townsend. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. Ruined this main event. You and your DOW. Oh my God, I'm sick of it.
Exactly. They ruined.
No, you ruined it too, Mark. I'm sorry. There's no rules for you. You all ruined it. You all ruined it.
Sit down and you can fucking watch. I was just getting to the fucking ring. DOW was under uniform control tonight. I don't know what Richie Rich was talking about last week about how he has to be held back. We were conformed, we were under control. And then these fucking jackasses, the guy who's got fucking typewriter on his fucking shirt, better than his PSG one, but fuck me, he starts this shit.
Oh, hold on. Listen, maybe DOW needs to change their names to Dogs of Wrestling. You guys are completely out of control, bro. We had a one-on-one match. That's all that happened.
Wait, Merc. I'm still trying to answer my question. I asked Richie Rich last week, and he didn't give me an answer. So Townsend, I'm going to ask you the exact same question. DOW, are you dickheads or whingers?
Oh, we could be dickheads and we could be whingers. Until the fucking justice is done, I'll be whatever I need to fucking be to make sure this company stays on its fucking hands and shoulders. And it's not by doing that, by letting guys like Two Twisted Merc get their 5 minutes of fucking fame, then trottle on off to whatever fucking big show he's got next and leave the rest of us in the fucking dust. Why on earth is it guys like Tom White fucking guys who are going to walk in and walk out for the world title? Why is that happening on this show when guys like the DOW are here from word fucking go, waiting for the opportunity? Hell, do you know what I think should be happening? Instead of, a big Two Twisted Merc, we're going to give him all the attention. He's got a decision to make at Swing Vote, so we're going to hype it up for 4 fucking weeks. If I got to make a decision, I make it that fucking night. I make it done. You know what I would have loved to see instead of a Two Twisted Merc host of WrestleCade? I would have loved to see, I don't know, some homegrown fucking talent. I'd love to see Townsend to some degree, more than a fucking battle royal. But you're going to sit me here and tell me that Twisted Merc here's got, he's 3 defenses in and he's undefeated. He's had 3 matches. How has he had 3 matches and he's been the most overhyped piece of fucking garbage on this goddamn show? And you want to sit here and you want to look at me and you want to tell the DOW, by the way, the 3 most hated guys over what? I don't fucking know. It's about I'm telling the fucking truth?
Townsend.
You want to come sit here saying 3-on-1, 3-on-1. I'm on your side, Tom Starr. I'm on your side, Alex Scherfling.
But here's the thing, though, Townsend. Townsend, you're there barking on about 5 minutes of fame. Did you not tune into Hardmic last week? Your friend over there, Richie Rich, was saying that he held the fort down, that this was his DOW, while you were off on R-Pro doing your own things. So who's really in it for the 5 minutes of fame here? Two Twisted Merc or you?
I'll say it nice and clearly. Whatever I do within the 4 count, I do for the 4 count. What I do in R-Pro's business. What I do in COH is COH business. I don't know what Richie Rich was talking about last week, because as far as I'm concerned, the dates don't fucking...
Listen, I don't know why we're here having this conversation. Like, what's going on, Swift? You came in here barking orders, telling me that we're both at fault. What's going on?
Okay, you're right. I'm sick of the talking. Listen, I get it. You guys hate each other. You ruined a great main event that was supposed to be, but something that's not going to happen next week is the same damn thing. So you know what? I got a solution to all of this mess, all of this drama or whatever, okay? Because the match that was meant to happen tonight will happen next week, but to ensure that you little assholes don't get involved and don't ruin the match, it will be contested inside of a steel cage so none of you assholes can ruin it again. Okay? You got that?
Wow.
Loud and clear. Got it.
Good. Now go away. Jesus Christ.
Well, there you have it, guys. I think the problem has indeed been solved, or has it? Find out next week on the road to Endgame, and remember the press conference next week. But a match that got confirmed for next week, something that I'm looking forward to. Breon Johnson, number 8 and Bound for Honor. You're taking on Lionel Sua one more time. And what made you decide to do this one more time?
I mean, let's be very, 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 very honest and straightforward. Anybody can climb a ladder. Anybody can climb a ladder, and grab a briefcase that I worked the hardest for. I mean, it's happened to me in several. First time, did all the work, but I did the spots too. Think about it. I just to be put in these matches. Hey, we need some spots. We need some really cool spots for the B-roll. For the startup screen. When we're loading up the show, and we just need something really cool to happen. But no, nothing but respect for Lionel. Nothing but respect. He came in, he made a statement, but I feel like next week he'll be able to actually prove himself because, like I said, anybody can climb that ladder. Anybody can go up to the top and grab whatever's hanging. But the whole thing is, can you actually pin me? You know just as well as anybody, I don't go down so easy.
No doubt about it. We've had some great battles, but definitely going to be the toughest battle yet. Is there any fears that Sua's star power might surpass the star power of Breon Johnson when it's all said and done?
No. He's a great talent, great, awesome talent. I've seen some of his work in other promotions. I'm not doubting his skill and his technique. I just know I've established myself. Even you've said it several times before, and I've said it, on here and even on the show. I am, if not the most decorated former cruiserweight, but one of the more decorated people within the 5 years. If you think about it, a lot of people left a part of my graduation class. There's very few people still around. That special honor bound class, very few people around, but I've stood the test of times along with a few others. So yeah, he's got so much potential, but I'm going to newer heights. And like I said, I'm not being complacent anymore like I was. I'm not just settling. And I've going to keep my eyes on the prize, which is world title gold. I need that gold back. Need that 2-time back to that name. It's going to feel good. Whether hell, we might go for 3-time if I get bored. But that's another issue. That's another subject. With Lionel, I'm not looking past him. I much respect to him, but just know he's in for the fight of his life. Just like I know I'm in for the fight of my life, but there's only one CEO of the Splatter Zone.
And that is you, man. That is you. No doubt about it. I can't wait for that match next week. Breon Johnson, Sua, one more time. This time, no ladders, just business. And business is booming for next week. But more to talk about tonight. I think one of the most talked about subjects here tonight is the newest announcement for Endgame, a match that's going to take place. Crude, you wanted answers. You wanted to face Bowden at Endgame. You got it. What's going through your mind right now after what transpired here tonight?
Lions. You usually you're the one who's going to ask the questions, but no, not today. I'm gonna ask you one question. It's a simple question, really. Who here runs Rise? No, hold on. Before you answer that, I don't want no smart ass answer from you. I want the real answer.
Well, Ryan Swift. He's the general manager. He books the show.
You fucking smart ass, you bitch. I did it. I thought I'd like you today. I was coming in here with a real good mood. Got this match accepted and everything. No, let me tell you something. Who holds the TV title? TPA. Who holds the world title? TPA. Who holds the record for the longest reigning tag team championships? It's TP motherfucking A. So I don't get it, right? If TPA have done so much, if TPA run this show, I don't know why Jordan is trying to mess it all up. I don't know what was going on with his head right now. I think it's Bowden. He's screwing it all up. He's messing his head up. I can see it. I know what I'm talking about here. But Jordan needs to realize something. Jordan needs to realize that where was Bowden during this whole time? Where's Bowden while TPA was growing? I'll tell you exactly where the fuck he was. He was packing his bags out of Honor Bound. You see, Bowden got that lucky win over me last on Summer Series. But as I said before, now I got a name. Now I got a face. Now I got matches to watch. I gotta watch the tapes back. He ain't gonna get a second on me. And when that match happens and when I beat his ass, Jordan's gonna come around. Don't you worry. Jordan's gonna realize as much as he slept on his couch, as much as Bowden trained him, mentored him, he's gonna realize that TPA is where he is now, and TPA is where he should be. And that's all it ever will be, really. I don't got much to say. Big Bird, you want to come in? You want to talk some shit, bro? That's my boy right there, Big Bird. He gets TPA shit. He gets the TPA shit. That's my boy right there. Yes,
and what a big night it was for him. Blockbuster night, if they have to say so myself.
That's the comeback kid right there. That's Rocky.
Yes.
It's like
it's over. I'm so excited, man. It's over. I don't have to deal with this king shit anymore. Can you believe it, Crude? I don't have to deal with him anymore.
Yeah, king who? You're the king.
Exactly. Who's the king of COH Lines? Who's the king of COH? I am.
Was that for the crown? I mean, I have to talk to Swift about that.
It doesn't matter if Swift sanctioned it. It's for the crown. I have the crown in my locker room right now. I am the king of COH.
King Perk.
Exactly. King Perk. And now I'm number 6. I'm in the chamber. You know, Endgame means a lot to me. Last year, it was my first ever championship match. And I might have fell short, but you know what happened that night too? My boy Christian Crude won that Endgame chamber and became number 1 contender.
Me?
And I'm here to follow in his footsteps.
Yes, sir.
You know, even though Brett's world champion, of course, we love a bit of friendly competition now and then. And, you know, it's all about preventing someone that's not in Team Angle to potentially try and take Brett's title. And, of course, Carter Blackwell's over here with his axe murderer shit. Brett's going to take care of that. But there's 5 other men that I got to take care of to make sure Brett doesn't have to deal with anything else. Corvo, of course, he wants to go with his fucking shovel style, fucking grim ass, eat it, yeah. But you talk about knockouts. I didn't see you knock out JT with a punch. You had to use a fucking shovel, and it's sad, man. You know, I'm really gonna knock you up my knee in the chamber.
Corvo's in the chamber? Corvo's in the chamber?
Yeah, he's in the chamber. He was first announced. Because I think he beat Brett. I think he beat Brett some time ago. Irrelevant.
I don't even remember that, bro.
Me neither.
That's crazy.
Bill. I respect Bill to an extent. Of course, I don't really like his partner right now, as you all can know. But I respect Bill. Bill's been on a roll. Bill, you know, we've been against each other many times, lumberjack matches, 1-on-1 matches, 3-on-3 matches. We've really done it all. I mean, just another chapter in Warbeards versus Perk Angle, as you like to say, lines. So, so I'm the same. I'm just gonna beat him again. My dad.
Huh?
Yeah, it's my dad. He
What?
adopted me like a year ago. TB. That's my dad. It'll be awkward, but we fought before. We used to hate each other. We used to put each other into hell. Like, I mean, I'm gonna have to fight him if I want to beat him. I mean, he's my dad, but he can still go. And Preppy was very impressive tonight. With his frog splashes and his other stuff he does. I forget sometimes, but the one thing that I know is that he's gonna go for high risk. He's gonna go and climb up on the cage, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dodge it. I'm gonna put my knees up because that's what the smart wrestler does. And one last guy, Mr. Mike Angel. No, he just came back. He just put out a banger with Brett. Granted, he lost, but he's been on a roll. I can't hold him. He got traded to Overdrive for Windsor. Fuck you, Windsor. But it'll be fun. I haven't faced Mike since that thing. But when it all comes down to Endgame, when it all comes down to the Halloween special, it'll be Perk game once again, because Christian Crude is going to break the brakes off of Gerard Bowden. I am going to win that Endgame chamber. And Brett Curtis is going to put the pain to Carter Blackwell all around that cell that he'll regret ever signing a trade paper.
And that's all it ever will be, bro. That's it.
TPA forever.
Yes, sir.
I will say this. I heard what you said about Bowden. You sure Jordan Brooks is not going to take issue with what you said on Hardmic?
Bowden screwed everything up. I agree with Creed. Bowden screwed everything up. Because where was Bowden? Was Bowden thinking about Brooks when he went and packed his bags and left this brand?
Mm.
You know why he's in this brand? He was in this brand for the money from the start.
Mm.
You really think he cares about Brooks? Really? A person that will come back for the money and then come up and link with his boy Brooks after, what, years? We are his family forever.
Mm.
Gerard Bowden was temporary. Just like Jay Jones was temporary.
Mm.
Not to mention his name now, Artra. I mean, when we think about it, Jay Jones was mad that I joined Team Perk Angle because he knew that it would be the end of his career. And it was. Gerard is doing the same thing right now. He's trying to link back up with Brooks because he knows if he's not associated with Brooks, his career will be over. And it disgusts me. Brooks will come around. I'm sure he will.
Sure.
But right now, we're gonna have to beat the brakes off of Gerard. I mean, Crude has to. He knows him now. He's got tapes to study.
Yes, sir. I got tapes. We're gonna watch some tapes.
Yeah.
You know any Bowden matches? I don't know them.
He had no.
Yeah.
You think I watched Gerard Bowden matches?
Yeah, ain't nobody watch no Bowden matches. I only know me versus him. Yeah, I was in that match. You know that.
Yeah, man. Great match. You should have won.
I should have won. You cheated.
You probably did. You probably had his knee loaded or something.
Nah, you see it? Like, the movie here, you know when like he was choking me out? Yeah, he had his hands on the ropes for leverage. It's cheating. You can't do that. You know that though, because you wrestling master.
Yeah, I'm a master of wrestling. I'm smart.
He's a smart wrestler. Smartest.
I
big ass afro. Yeah, big ass afro that can hold brain.
And the afro's just part of the brain.
Yeah, afro part of. I need to grow my hair out now, bro. I need to get somebody to.
Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens between Crude versus Bowden, and we'll see what your chances are in the chamber, because we got the other entries in here. Chances, yeah.
He's winning.
It's 100%.
You know the odds. I don't have to say the percentage is right. You already know the odds. It's very rare. Crude, you did it last year, but it took a lot of work. And our next entry here is my pick to win it all, Bill Dern. It's my favorite going into the chamber.
Oh, hi, Bill.
You'd be perfect.
Yo, it's gonna be fun in the chamber, right?
Hi.
It's gonna be fun in the chamber, right? You know. Sorry, I have to like beat the shit out of you, but like, you know.
I mean, yeah, it's part of the business.
Mm.
So,
Okay, you want? Because I gotta go eat.
You guys like tapas?
Mm.
You can go eat some tapas. Tapas? Like small appetizers.
I just made some grilled night.
I ain't never had a taco before.
Wow.
Wait, so is there a question, or am I just like, are we just like kind of compiling everybody here, and we're just like?
I do have a question, because the last question I asked kind of went off the rails, so I didn't have time to ask this to them. But what are you gonna do with BME collectively in the chamber, and they're gonna work together? From what I heard.
I swear you said the same question last year about TP.
You're funny, yeah. And guess what? It worked out for you, Crude, so it might work out for them too.
There's a difference, though. I don't. What if Big Perk? I'm gonna put it this way, not in a mean sense, but if Big Perk currently is the most unsuccessful member of TPA, which is right now, he is still far more successful than BME.
Right.
They could put their two brains together, and what scares me is that I think that's about the brain power of maybe one Big Perk. I look around the chamber. I don't really care about the names. I'm not going to run down the list and take pop shots at any of them, because I don't see the benefit of doing that. I think these people are here for a reason. I think, Mike Angel proved that tonight and how he qualified and putting on a great match. And I knew that match was going to live up to the hype that I'm kind of glad it did. Big Perk is always capable. BME is capable. I think they can get into their own heads. And I think that might be their own downfall, actually. Is not necessarily the fact that they're team up, but like, at the end of the day, which one of them's going to win? Which one of the people at BME is actually going to pick up the win here? Because I know with last year, the big thing, because last year for me was pretty big too. That's when I won the title. I wasn't in the chamber. I was too busy winning the actual thing. And then when Crude won, I beat him. And I don't say that to dunk on Crude. I like Crude. Crude got a good energy to him.
I got swagger.
But now that this is sort of I'm in this sort of field now, right? I'm in this. I don't know if this is my first. I don't remember. I've been here for a while. A lot of punches to the head will do that to you, I guess. I don't know. It's not CTE, but. Looking at that, I know the game plan that Crude and Brett had was we're going to get it down to us two, and we're going to fight it out as hard as we possibly can. And I think some of the most interesting things is how equally yoked the two of them are. Because you can see how successful they were in the chamber, and now you can see kind of the mirroring and how Brett won the title. And how they were both literally at that same position. You see that equalness. You see them wanting to fight each other to get better. And I don't see that with BME. I can see that with me and some of the other people in this chamber. You know, I could see that overall maybe, and how me and Big Perk have gone back and forth, and how, you know, we while very different, have been at very similar stages at similar times, and how Mike Angel can be like that as well with a lot of people. And I don't want to say that to discredit BME. BME have some incredible wins under their belt. All of the people are capable. That's why I don't really want to spend too much time. And I know I kind of did spend a little bit of time to put down BME. That's not my intention. So if that is what they take away, my apology. But everybody here is capable and put in here for a reason. I'm the only former champ walking in. And I think that's a very fun thing. This is the most up in the air. So while I might be considered a favorite, and I do hold that very near and dear to my heart, that Daniel Lyons views me as such an asset and as someone who can walk away with this thing. You know, I want to focus on myself. I want to focus on getting better. And I think, you know, what I did tonight against Mike helped that. You know, it wasn't successful. But if I'm not getting better, then there's no chance in this. There's no chance in this. There's no chance in winning this. And there for sure is no chance against whoever walks out of the world title picture between Brett and Carter.
And man, there's a lot of elements in the way too. Great hearing from you, Bill. Definitely, like I said, you're my pick, but you know, that's just don't use it as confidence. Obviously, you know, I could be wrong when it's all said and done. You never know. But Mike Angel, he's here. And tonight, Mike Angel, I think everything was on the line tonight. You lost, you would have been out of the chamber. You won, you would have been in. And tonight you won, and you made it work. You made it happen. And I don't know what to pick for match of the night. If it's not Bill versus Mike Angel, it's probably one of the Uprising matches tonight. It's kind of a tie for me. But Mike Angel, you did it back-to-back. You put on a performance like no other. And now you're in the chamber. What's going through your head with all this pressure going into the end-game chamber?
Baby. First off, I would like to thank Bill Dern for saying those words last week, for pushing me to be a better superstar. I love that. But tonight, I had to prove to each and every one of you in the back and to the fans that the Sus God is the best showman on the planet. Even though Bill Dern lost, I would say it was a lovely match. Which brings me to this. Warbeard and Big Perk Angles, have stopped me from getting gold before. If you want to go back down memory lane, the tag team division where the SWO was seemingly in the title picture constantly, but kept getting roadblock after roadblock because of the Warbeards and because of Perk Angle. But now that I'm on my own, seems once again, Bill Dern, Big Perk is in the way. It's just like Bill Dern said, I'm not going to go down the line, but I want you all to realize that the Sus God has worked day in and day out for this opportunity. I want you all to realize that the Sus God has worked tirelessly to be in the position that he's in. I have spent years on my craft, spent years on what I do for this business. And it showed here tonight. It showed here in front of millions of people. So yeah, a lot of pressure. But come next week, Endgame for the first time. First time appearance for the Sus God. Everything will be on the line. Big Perk, Bill Dern, Corvo, BME. I want you all But listen, I want you all to understand that this is a big moment for each and every one of us, and including me. But I want you all to realize that you're in the way of the sus god. The sus god is going to do whatever it takes to win. And when I do win, Brett Curtis, I told you when we had that 5-star match that I will see you again. And it's getting close to me and you seeing each other once again, dancing under the moonlight. So, I want you all to prepare, because next week, it's children. And that is too.
And what a night it was for Mike Angel, definitely picking up the victory. It was all on the line, and he made it happen here tonight. But other than BME, which we spoke about the numbers game earlier, we got one more left. Carlos Corvo, you're heading to the chamber. Might not be the biggest fan of you as of late after that shovel tack, but what do you got to say going into this in-game chamber?
Well, here's the thing. I'm going in with the sole intention of making sure I come out the winner in this chamber. And you already know that there are no weapons in that chamber. Not like I need it anyways. JT only got a shovel to the face because of the stipulation and the fact that, well, anything went in a backstage brawl. So yeah, who cares if I knocked him out with a shovel? But in the chamber, though, the only thing I'm gonna need to knock people out are my 2 fists. And if that's not enough, I'll make them tap. It's all the same at the end of the day.
Yeah, but guess what? Justin Tyler defeated the Mafia boss, you know what I mean? Like, that shovel didn't keep the Lone Star Cowboy down. Are you done with Justin Tyler? Is this the end, or is this just the beginning between Money Mafia and the former Texas boy?
You know, well, I wouldn't mind actually showing you that I can easily knock out Justin Tyler without the need of a shovel. At the same time, my mind right now is actually very focused on that world title. But if for some reason things don't turn out the way I wanted to, which I doubt, then you can consider Justin Tyler next on my list of things to take care of. Well, whether I walk out as champion or not, it's gonna happen either way.
Well, there you have it. One of the biggest prize fighters in the world today, looking to become next in line for that Code of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. And whether what I think about Corvo or not with his attack with Justin Tyler, it's been long overdue. Corvo's been chasing this World Championship for a very long time, and it's all on the line at in-game. But one thing is for certain, man, and I want to bring in Dylan O'Brien. Let's have a chat about what happened tonight. You know, there's been a lot of waves being made around here with this Forbidden Bread box being busted wide open. We've seen Overdrive talent here tonight. We've seen Fireball talent here tonight. We've seen talent from our pro. We've seen talent from all over the world. And one of the reasons why is because of these tag team championships. But tonight, you know, maybe tonight was a little bit different. A little bit different. Something that I'm uneasy about, and I'm still feeling the effects of what happened to me tonight, but I wouldn't miss Hardmic for the world. I don't have the strength to talk about it right now, but just so you know, Chris Aaron, I will tomorrow night. But Delvin O'Brien, what do you think about what happened tonight with Chris Aaron coming out of the woodwork and attacking me backstage?
The security in this building is terrible. It's been terrible for how long? Like, how many times have they come to our show and jumped us? Like, every single time. What is with our security, Lions? Like, I don't understand. Are we low budget? Man, like, what's going on? Like,
I've said this before,
you were just in the back, just relaxing. I wish I could have helped you, mate. But I had a match. I was far, far away. If I ran all the way down there, you would have just been lying on the ground. I just don't understand what's with security, and I don't get why these piece of shits have to come to our show and jump us. What are they trying to do? Prove a point that they're gonna beat us? Like, how sad do you have to be to do that? Like, what is their issue? Are they trying to injure you so you can't be in the tag match? And I'm on my own? Is that what they're trying to do? I just don't understand. I don't understand the security. I don't understand what they're trying to do. They already have the fucking match, so I don't get what they're trying to prove. I get he has beef with you. A lot of beef. He has a bit of beef with me. But, he can settle in the match. But nah, he had to come here and do that to you, Lance. I'm sorry that security and myself weren't around to help you.
It's deja vu, man. And I don't need security to have my back. I'm a man. And I never asked for the security to have my back. I could take care of my own business. And since you're the tag team champion, you can take care of it just as much as I can. Tonight, there's no excuses for it, right? Chris Aaron handed me one of the worst ass whoopings I've ever faced here at COH. And we're going all the way back to many situations. Hell, even you, Devlin, when you used to kick my ass from pillow to post. I just want Chris Aaron to know what he signed up for. I want you to go back and rewatch the tapes because I have a feeling, Chris Aaron, that you have forgotten what I'm capable of. I think you've forgotten what Devin O'Brien's capable of. What you did tonight, you didn't just light a match. You set ablaze to something that you can't control anymore. We were attacked by DOW. We came out and still your tag team champions. And regardless, at Endgame, if we don't walk out with the championships, just so you know, Chris Aaron, this is far from over. It's not about the titles anymore. What you did to me is you tried to end my career. You tried to make sure I'll never be able to walk again. You tried to injure me. You tried to take me out. You tried to kill me. You tried to do what you did to me. Enigma Soul, you tried to do that to me here tonight. So, sleep with one eye open. Because if anybody knows Daniel Lyons, they always know that I carry a Glock in my gym bag. And tomorrow I'm on overdrive. What you have here is risky business, and you're playing with the wrong man tomorrow night, Chris Aaron.
Lions,
I will honor Richie Rose, and I will honor that matchup because I want it more than anything. But after the match is said and done, Chris Aaron, I'm coming for you, and I'm going to end your career the same way you try to end mine tonight.
Lions, you don't actually carry a Glock, do you? Do you actually carry a Glock? Am I saying that right, Lions? Lions, you shouldn't be carrying a Glock. You carry a Glock, that's kind of fucked up. Maybe carry a shillelagh like I do that, carrying a Glock is pretty crazy for your standards.
I'm just saying, if you don't believe me, tune into tomorrow night on Overdrive. These are not threats. These are promises.
You're gonna shoot Chris Aaron on Overdrive?
Please do not tune in for Overdrive.
Step bro, we gotta have a conversation.
I thought what I said was bad. God damn.
Finish the show, but we need to talk after
How about you save the conversation to after the show? We'll talk firsthand.
Yeah.
Calm me down.
We
do so.
Just
because I don't want to be in this state of mind anymore.
I just need you to give me that first. Just gonna take that. Thank you. Okay. Continue. Yeah.
Well, now that the metal detector just run my pockets, let's go ahead and talk to a man with a lot on his mind. APH. How's it going, man? How's it going, APH?
To be honest, it's going shit. Okay, let me preface that. I know that it was announced earlier that I was inbound for honor. Well, technically, the records show that I think I'm number 3. And you would think that an announcement like that would make a guy like me very happy. I mean, I mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. I want to go back to the World Heavyweight Championship. I want to be a 3-time champion, but I'm not happy about that. Quite frankly, I would have preferred if I never have heard that news to begin with. Because nothing matters right now except getting things between me and G straight. Because I'm gonna give you a little story. When I was growing up back home in Texas, and I know I'm a New Yorker, but I was born in Austin, Texas in 2000. And me and Psycho G, we used to run around, have a lot of fun, and I remember vividly when I left, my parents decided we're gonna move to New York. We were gonna make something out of ourselves. I remember talking to G before I got on that plane, and I told him, "You ever need anybody, I'm here for you." And he said, "Don't worry, just take care of yourself." And I carried those words with me home, and I made quite the name for myself and everything like that, blah, blah, blah. We all know that bullshit, but I'm not here to talk about me. When I watched WrestleCade backstage, I didn't know what to think of it. I was worried for his health. I was worried about what his contract situation was going to be with Eddie Reed, and then I come to find out while I'm busy celebrating my title when he's with Blood Money Inc. And I'm just like, oh God, what do I do? But I always hark back to the words that he would tell me, I got this. But as time went on, I noticed that he was losing control and losing grip on the situation. And by the time that things were getting way out of hand, I just lost the world title, and now I needed to, well, help him out. I blame myself. All right, because G wants to come out. He said it on Hardmic, and he said it again tonight in the backstage area, that he doesn't think I'm doing this to help him. He thinks I'm doing this to help myself. He thinks I'm doing this just to, give myself something to do, keep myself busy before Bound for Honor hits. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, I'm the guy who always talks about loving family and being there for the blood. And it's like, I gave my father a career resurgence in professional wrestling. I brought my sister into this business, but yet I can't be there for my cousin? I feel sick to my stomach just thinking about it. Because every time I held that world championship, he was busy dealing with his own personal demons and blood money. And it kills me. Because he was telling y'all last week that he doesn't trust me. That he feels that I'm the same as Eddie Reed. I can't hate him for that. Quite frankly, I don't blame him for thinking that, because I feel that same way about myself. G, dude, I was trying to track you down when you left after that segment. Are you here, dude? G, please. We need to talk.
What do you want? What?
Listen, bro. What? I am sorry. Like, I'm genuinely sorry. I know I should have been there for you from the very beginning, bro, but I was dealing with my own shit, and I'm not making excuses for that. Believe me, I'm not. But when I had that world title, you know how I am. I'm always narrow-minded. I always focus on one thing and fuck everything else. So when I had that world title, I was focused on my next defense and my next defense and my next defense and who am I going to fight. But yet I just kept seeing in the corner of my eye what you were doing. But I always had that thought in my mind that you had things covered. So when I found out that shit was going haywire, I didn't know what to think. And I knew that at the moment when my father told me at Summer Series, go check on your cousin. I'll see if he's all right. And if he's not all right, damn it, help him out. I knew it wasn't going to be easy because I knew you were going to tell me that I wasn't trustworthy. I just want you to understand, dude, that I got your back. And whatever you need me to do to prove that, I will do it.
You see, that's the problem, though, you know? I don't think you do. I sit here, I look at you, you're crying, and I can see that, but you gotta actually understand where I'm coming from. No, you need to shut up, and you need to listen. And actually open your ears this time for once in your life, Angel. Right? Please, for the love of God. Now, I don't get this. I don't, right? You say you kept me in the back of your head, thought I had it. Well, which part did I have it? The part where I got my ass knocked out in the middle of a parking lot by Eddie? Or the time where I got knocked out at WrestleCade? Well, which part did you think I had it? I even said I'm waiting for my partner, waiting for someone to show up to help me. Justin didn't even fucking show up until now, and look at that. He hasn't even tried to fucking talk to me. All he's been doing is getting a hit in the fucking head with a shovel and getting knocked the fuck out. None of you have given an actual shit. And surprisingly, the only one that actually give a fuck is Eddie. Despite all the bullshit, I may be an asshole. I may take shit way too personally. Eddie's actually tried to help me. Because the key thing is, he was right about one thing. I haven't lost when I was with Money Mafia. In tag team action with Eddie or Corvo, I have not lost. So I don't know what to say to you right now, Angel. I really don't. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to say, oh yeah, everything's good, everything's okay with me and Eddie, everything's okay with me and you? It's not. Me and you, we've not been okay since I kicked your fucking ass last year. It's been 1 year, as of this week, since I cost you the world championship. And don't bullshit me. Do not bullshit me, and you cannot tell me that that's not the actual reason that you did not fucking help me. You are upset and you are jealous because at the end of the day, if that doesn't happen, if I don't cost you that, you walk out that tournament. You still maybe even still world champion. You may not have lost to Brett. None of that shit. All that shit's in your fucking head. Because if it wasn't, you would have actually grown a pair of balls and helped me.
Here's the thing. Do you blame me for being upset? I mean, look what happened after that title match. I was on a downhill spiral. Do you blame me for being upset about that shit?
No, I really don't. But I think professional wrestling and family are two different things. Yes, they collide at certain times, but the thing that you've said, your family's important, your dad's more important. That's crazy. That's fucking wild. Yet you could sit on the sideline for almost 4 to 5 months watching me mentally get fucked. You can sit on the sideline watching me get fucking knocked out. Watching me suffer. I couldn't even get on fucking Summer Series due to this fucking bullshit. A show that I've never missed. I couldn't do shit. And what were you doing? You were in the main event worried about Brett Curtis. You were never worried about me. Again, as I said on Hardmic, it is convenient for you to give a shit because it is something for you to fucking do so you can somewhat feel better about yourself because you know you are a fuck up.
Here's the thing, man. This is why I love being near you. You always know when to tell it like it is. You always know how to hit me in that nerve. You know what? I am a fuck up. Well, maybe while you were dealing with your situation, maybe I thought back to what happened at Sound for Honor when you took out my fucking eyesight and took the one thing that I cared about. Maybe I thought about that. Maybe that thought crossed my mind. But if that thought crossed my mind more than once, do you think I'll be standing here? Look, I know I fucked up, okay? My father told me about that shit. He saw what you were dealing with, and he was like,
your dad shouldn't have to tell you this. You are a grown-ass man. You have your own fucking brain. The man who raised you should not have to fucking tell you that you fucked up, that you should actually have to check up on me. Now, Angel, to be quite honest, I'm in this situation not because of my own stubbornness. Not because of all the shit that I've done. Don't get me wrong. I've done a lot of stupid shit. Challenging Money Mafia was fucking dumb, especially when I went at it fucking alone, and now I'm in this fucked up situation. But at the end of the day, you could have stepped up. You could have said something. You could have said, fuck the world title. But no, no, no. You had this arrogant fucking mindset that you needed to prove that you were the best. You needed to throw everything to the side. Everything. You said it yourself when you were going against Tone. You wanted to throw everything to the side, including me. So why? Why do you give a shit now?
I made a promise. I would take care of every single member of this family. I broke that promise. And now it is my job to repent.
To be quite honest, right now, Eddie Reed is more family than you'll ever be. Is there anything else you want from me, Swift, or no? Or can I go home?
Well, things to say, this whole situation's a massive mess, as it has been for a long time, and things are very heated, very emotional between you two, and I think I've got a solution for all this. Now, I know this might be a little bit crazy, and a little bit out of left field, and a little bit wild, but gee...
Yeah, definitely. You know what's funny? Before you even do anything, you're a part of this too. You've been okay. You know, the fact that you've let Eddie do all this shit to me, and you've just been okay at that with Sunshine and Rainbow.
If you beat him at Wrestle Cage, you wouldn't be in this situation anyway.
That's
so
crazy. How am I supposed to, that match shouldn't even fucking happen.
Okay.
You cleared it.
Listen, okay,
you did.
Okay, the past is the past. It's fine. But
no, the past is now. The past is still now.
Well, no. Well,
you,
now is the present.
Angel, all this shit is your fault. So what's your fucking big, miraculous fix of duct tape that's gonna temporarily fix this shithole?
Well, it's obvious that you're still angry at APH, but I'm gonna give APH a chance to redeem himself and to redeem the family. And I'm gonna give him a chance to get you out the Money Mafia. Because it's clear this is making this a whole freaking mess, and it needs to be stopped. It needs to be gone. So that is why, at Endgame, next Saturday night, it will be APH and Eddie Reed, but, it's not any type of match. Not any type of match at all. Just to make sure you don't get involved in any kind of mess here and it's a fair one-on-one match, you are going to be suspended high above the ring in a shark cage. And if APH wins, you are free from the Money Mafia.
No, that's bullshit. Why am I being hung up there and not Corvo? Corvo's gonna be the one to fucking do something.
Corvo's got a chamber. He's not gonna get involved. He's got a chamber.
Oh, is he gonna be in the chamber during that match? Is he gonna be even higher than me?
What the fuck is this? Listen. This is in APH's hands now. He has a chance to redeem himself. We'll see if he does.
So another person is in charge of my fate, essentially.
Yes.
Like you were at WrestleCade, and now.
You shouldn't be talking to me. You should be talking to APH right now.
No,
this is in his hands.
Be talking to you
this
is
in his hands.
No, it started with you. Started with Eddie. I may have been a fucking idiot, but you okayed all of this. You are supposed to be the general manager, and you also have been nothing but a fucking fuck up since since all the Perk Angle shit, to be quite honest. And you just don't care. So you know what? Do whatever the fuck you want. At the end of the day, I want to be done with this shit. I want to be done with you. Okay? Cool.
Whatever it takes. I'm gonna get your respect back. No. I'm gonna make sure you trust me again. Swift? Shark Cage? Bet. Reed? My own flesh and blood just told me that you are more family than I am. I have this pit inside of my heart right now that I just can't seem to get rid of because of that statement. So what I'm going to do to you, I urge Swift to have you sign a hold harmless agreement because I am going to end your career and bludgeon you within an inch of your life. For everything you've done to G and to my family. Sleep well.
Well, I guess that's all, folks. See you next week for the press conference. Good fight, good night. See you next time here on Hard Mic.